We've got years, sometimes decades worth of data. We built these enduring trust relationships with customers. It's how do you use AI to change the way your customers do business? And I think a lot of people are looking at this like chatbots and bolt-ons and things like that. But I think we really have a unique as vertical market software providers to really understand our customers' business processes and deploy AI against how do we make them more efficient? How do we make their jobs better? How do we solve their staffing problems, right? And a great example of how AI has really helped us out is it's a force multiplier. So just like it's a disruptor for small companies like us, it's a disruptor for big companies. I was sitting in an RFP meeting with a really large customer, and I knew that one of the other major competitors was a multi-billion-dollar company with a lot more reach. And they asked me a question, sort of, off the cuff. They said, "What do you do when you get a call at 2 in the morning and it's somebody speaking Swedish?" Well, we're not that big a company. We don't have a Swedish help desk. And I sort of laughed and said, "Well, I'm going to have to look into that." And they sort of followed up and said, "Well, that's not even the hardest problem. What are you going to do when you get a question in Swahili?" So before we would have said, "Hey, that's not really something we can do." However, we've been integrating AI into our customer management systems, including languages. And so real time, while I was in the bidder conference, I actually got on chat with my support leader and I said, "Hey, tell me how to make a multi-asset work order. Ask the AI, how do you make a multi-asset work order? And then give me the response in Swahili." And literally 2 minutes later, I was able to go to the purchasing agent and say, "Okay, here, yeah, we can do it." And that's not a capability as a small company that we would have ever had before. So it really is a game changer in a lot of ways.